Hey guys, it's Candace. In today's workout, we have a stabilization focused workout. Now, what that means is that we're going to be doing a lot of things that involve really our body weight, some light weights, and things that activate those little muscles in our shoulders and those muscles in our hips and our core. So those deep inner core muscles, things that help stabilize our spine, support our spine. And those muscles in our shoulders, for example, are something that you may have noticed before when you're doing a plank, where your shoulders just really start to burn really quick. It's almost like you could hold yourself up, except for your shoulders are giving out. Well, that is because your stabilizers are weak, and that is what this workout is going to focus on strengthening. So all you really need is your body weight and a mat. Everything is going to be timed, and we're going to be doing 3 rounds of exercises, 2 times each. So I'm going to go through the exercise first, and then we'll do it right through together again for the second round. And then if you want to add on another round, by all means, stop the video, pause it, rewind it, or just do it on your own. And all you really need is your body weight, but you can also, there's a couple things that I'm going to be doing with a band and then a dumbbell, but that is totally optional. I'll be giving modifications in case you need them. So here we go. You ready? Let's get started. All right, round 1 is essentially 2 types of planks. So we're gonna be starting out in just a normal plank position, and you can do it either on your palms or your forearms, and you can also do it elevated if you want to. You could do it on a bench, on a couch, or even a wall if you need some assistance. Now, I do wanna note that this workout actually, side note, let's circle back, is not okay for you if you are pregnant or if you just gave birth recently, because it's gonna be a lot of core work that could put pressure on that diastasis or that separation if you have it, or if you are pregnant where your baby could press into that. So please, wait till you are good to go afterward and cleared. But other than that, if you're ready, let's get going. We're going to get into that plank position first. So we're going to start out with just a normal plank, and you can do either, like I said, on your forearms or on your palms, and we're going to hold for 30 seconds. So you ready? All right, let's go. So lift up. Now, when you are planking, you really want to think about keeping everything nice and in line. Your body weight is pulled forward. You're not shifted back. Your shoulders should be over your elbows or over your palms and wrists, or slightly in front of them. And that's going to help you keep everything in line. Your neck is not up, it's straight. It's looking straight in front. So you're looking kind of down at your hands or right out in front of that. All right, good job. A few more seconds. And you got 3, 2, and come down. All right, so 30-second plank hold was first, right? So now we're gonna move into a plank knee-in with rotation. Now, the knee-in, again, you can do it on your palms or your forearms. If you're on your forearms, you're gonna have to lift your hips up just a little bit. So slightly up, and then come down. Then you're gonna rotate around and open up. Then you'll do the same thing on the other side. So normal plank, knee towards your chest, come back down, get a nice neutral spine, and then rotate. So your hips can drive up when you bring that knee in, but then you want to bring them right back down and rotate. And we're going to do this for 45 seconds. So you ready? All right, let's go ahead and go. So down, knee in, come down, and rotate. Now, when you rotate, you want to make sure that you're going all the way around, up, down, rotate, that you're fully rotating, that you're not stopping right here. You're restacking everything, letting everything get in a nice straight line. Come down slow, then go to the other side. Open it up, down, in, down, and up. You're almost there. A few more seconds. Here, down, and up. All right, then come back down. So there you go. That was the first 2 exercises we're doing. So we're going to catch our breath for a second, and then we're going to do it again, and we're going to do it one right into the other. So I'm going to do both of these this time on my palms. I'm just going to show you so you can see both options. But when you're on your own, again, you can do on your forearms or on your palms. All right, so you ready? So let's go ahead, get in position. And when you're doing this on your own, you would want to rest for about 30, maybe 45 seconds would be the goal in between each round. So let's hold it. We got 30 seconds on the clock and hold. So on my palms this time. And again, my body weight is shifted forward. I can squeeze my glutes to help kind of stabilize the spine. I can bring my feet wider if I need to. That can kind of help as far as if you start to feel weak. I'm just gonna hold it here. Keep that gaze nice and neutral. No tension in the neck. And we're gonna go right into the next exercise. So you ready? And go. So knee in, down, rotate. Another thing to note, when you rotate, either your hand or your elbow are directly under that shoulder still. So you're not shifting forward. Keeping everything nice and neat. And if your shoulders are fatiguing and you need to come down, it's totally okay. Use this as a benchmark. Work your way up to where you can go all the way through for that minute and 15 seconds. And almost there. And time. All right, awesome work. Shoulders are already burning, so it's gonna be a doozy of a workout today. So I can't believe I just said doozy. Anyways, and also if you wanna throw in some music, please do it. I don't do music just because I want you to be able to hear me, but please play some music in the background if you want to. Next thing we're gonna move into is round number 2. And for this, you can have an optional band and an optional dumbbell, which I'm gonna use this one right here. You can also just use your body weight. Again, totally fine. So, first exercise is a Superman with a lat pull. Now let's talk about a Superman first. Now this is working the back part of our shoulders and our spine, and those muscles that are right along here in our lower back. So you're going to simply raise or lay flat, head down, shoulders back and down, and you're gonna raise up. Sometimes for a Superman, you'll raise your feet up too. For today's purpose, we're just going to raise our upper body. So you're here, you're gonna raise up, squeeze for a second at the top, lower back down. Just keep doing this. This is one option. You can just do these if you need to work on this. If you're not getting a full extension, or you're not able to raise up very far, just stay there. If you want to add in another option, you're going to grab your band and your arms are going to be out in front of you. You're going to lift up just like you did, holding onto the band on each side, and then you're pulling back, squeezing your shoulder blades back and down, and then coming back up, coming down. So up, back, squeeze, come back up and down. So we're gonna do that for 45 seconds. So you ready? All right, here we go, and begin. So you're lifting up, keeping your neck relaxed, coming back down. You can also just do this full movement, so you could do the pull without a band at all. And you could also use a bigger resistance band if you don't have a mini band. You just wanna focus on keeping everything kind of back and down. You're working those lats, so those big muscles in your back. Just as if you were doing a pull-up or you were doing that seated pull-down machine. You may have seen at the gym before. I feel like all the guys want to hang out there. So out and up, a few more, almost to that finish line of these. Squeeze. You should feel this all in your back. Even you could feel this in your glutes and lower back as well, because they can turn on as you raise up. Totally normal. And time. All right, so that was number 1. So hopefully that felt okay. And just a side note, if you feel some pain in your lower back or anything, it's normal. Those muscles just aren't worked that much more than likely. And so as they start to get turned on and strengthened, well, they're gonna hurt a little bit. It's okay. All right, so next thing, you're gonna get onto all fours. We're gonna do 30 seconds on each side, and you have a couple options. So what we're doing is a bird dog oblique crunch with pull. I know it's a long one, right? So you're gonna extend opposite arm, opposite leg, keeping everything stable, shoulder and wrist in line. I'm not rotating out right here, and I'm keeping my foot down in the back. I'm gonna crunch, bring my knee to the outside of my elbow, and my elbow in to the side of the other arm. So in and out, you're just gonna go through this motion, trying to maintain that stable, not moving in your hips or body for that whole 30 seconds. Then we'll do it on the other side. Now you can also just simply, if this is where you're at and you just need to work on not rotating or tilting, then do that. Hold it stable for 30 seconds right there. Or you can just do one arm or just your leg. Totally up to you. You do you, where you're at, and work it up. Progress from there, all right? So we got 30 seconds right here. In 3, 2, and extend out. And y'all, this is a slow movement, super slow. Extend it back out. So working similar to that same area in that arm that's extended, right? So just like we did with the pulls and the Superman. You're almost there. Just breathe. And 3, 2, and time. Good. Now that shoulder should be burning by now, right? So now we're gonna do same thing other side. And you may notice that one side is a lot easier than the other. That's not abnormal. So here we go. In 3, 2, and bring it in. See, I'm already shaking more on this side, right? And out. In and out. Work your way up. Do not beat yourself up if you cannot do something exactly as I'm demonstrating, or if you fall, it's okay. We all have different starting points, right? Almost there. In 3, and 2, and time. All right, so are your shoulders and stuff burning yet? All right, we got one more exercise we're gonna do. Now this is, again, you can do this with just your body weight. You don't have to use a weight. It's gonna be a side plank with a row. Now, I also recommend, no matter what fitness level you're at, to start with your knee down and also do this on your elbow. So, modification would be just to hold a side plank. You can just hold it, making sure, again, shoulder over elbow, or you can do some dips, or you can just use your hand with what I'm about to be doing with my dumbbell. So you're gonna lift up into a side plank regardless. So you're driving that hip, that oblique that's on closest to the ground is pulling up, right? Your knees in line with your elbow. You're gonna hold the dumbbell if you're doing this, and you're gonna lift and bring it right up and open. So it's almost like you're doing a reverse fly. So you pull it against your body and then open it up. So here, open it up. And you're gonna do that for 30 seconds on each side. So, you ready for it? All right, here we go. So let's go ahead, get in position. 30 seconds in 3, 2, and lift up. And again, this is a super slow movement, so please don't fly through it. You want to think about the muscles you're working, right? So you want to make sure that you feel them moving. Paying attention to what you're actually feeling and breathing while you're doing it. Almost there. And 3, 2, and time. All right, see, we're flying through this, right? Like, yeah, right. All right, so we're gonna flip it on over to the other side, and just like with those bird dogs, one side may be a lot easier than the other, and that's okay. We all have a stronger side typically. All right, so lift it up, and let's go. So here, come all the way up, lift through that oblique and back. Come up, and back down. Good job. Up, just breathe. Come back down. And again, you can drop that weight and you can just do it with your arm if you want to. Come back down. Up, come back down. All right, and time. All right, y'all, so you ready? Let's get some water real quick and we're gonna do it all again. So we're gonna start with those Superman with the pulls. then the bird dogs, and then what we just did, right? Here we go. We're gonna do all 3 of these things together, and then we will take a good break, and then we've got 1 more round of stuff, just 2 exercises to do. All right, so let's go ahead. It's gonna move a lot quicker this round. So we're gonna start 45 seconds. Remember, Superman with a pull. So here we go, lay on the ground, stomach, head down, shoulders back and down, and begin. So lift up, pull. Just think about, again, the muscles you're working. Come back up and down. And you can also just hold that Superman without a band, or you can just do up and down Supermans. This is all about, dang thing, all about adapting to you. Promise that was this. And down. Almost there. You got about 10 seconds. Here. Breathe. And down. 3, 2, and time. All right. Bring it up onto all 4s. Bird dog time. 30 seconds on each side. So here we go. Extend that opposite arm, opposite leg. And 3, 2, and go. So bring it out. Try to stay over. You can also just hold it. Don't forget. Breathe. Relax your neck. Doing great, y'all. You got about 10 seconds. And 3, and 2, and time. All right, we're gonna switch it up, other side, all right? So here we go. Last set of these. Switch arm, switch leg. Make sure everything's nice and in line. And 3, 2, and go. So out to the outside of that elbow. Bring that opposite elbow in. Here. And back. You can breathe with each rep. You can inhale and then exhale. Breathing is really more about just going with what's comfortable, making sure you're breathing, especially when you're first starting to work out. Don't worry about the inhale, exhale. That will come later. You got 3, 2, and time. Awesome job. All right, we got 1 more thing. So we're moving into that side plank. So I'm gonna do this side first this time. So side plank with a row. You got 30 seconds on each side. So you ready? All right, here we go. And go. So up. Remember, open it up, come back down. So you're bringing it up your body and you're coming back down. Just think about really lifting through that oblique that is closest to the ground. That is the goal of a side plank. You're working those deep internal obliques, right? Almost there. 3, 2, and time. All right, other side. Almost done with this round. Remember, you can always do another one on your own too. All right, and go. Up and down. For these exercises, it's all about slow and steady, right? There's a time and a place for intensity, or fast intensity rather, but this is not it. You're still gonna burn a good amount of calories just from doing this, I promise. And you're working your muscles, building more muscle. And 3, 2, and time. All right, catch your breath, get some water, and then we'll get into round 2. Or sorry, we'll get into round 3. All right, so you ready for round 3? So we got 2 exercises this time, and we've worked our back, we've worked our obliques, we've worked kind of our chest and whatnot. So now we're gonna work our triceps and our shoulders. So still working on that stabilization part of this, and we're gonna work those triceps too. So the back of our arms, which, come on, as women, we always wanna work those, right? Especially as we get older. So we're gonna do 2 things, and we've got 30 seconds of each one. So this round's gonna go a lot quicker than that last one, especially since we're not doing one side at a time. So first thing you're gonna do is quadrupled tricep extension. So you're gonna be on all fours, kind of like what we've done already today. And your goal is to keep your hips over your knees the whole time. And you're going to lower your elbows down and then come back up. So lower them down, and it's okay if you shift a little bit, come back up. And you want to keep your core engaged the whole time, or breathe through your core, not keep it super tight, but breathe through your core and make sure you're not letting your back arch like that. I could feel like mine might have just been doing that. So we're gonna do 30 seconds of these. So let's get on all fours. And if you need an option to make it a little easier, modification if you will, do one elbow at a time, up and down, okay? So we got 30 seconds. So you got this. Ready? And begin. So you're lowering your elbows down, keeping your gaze down, then extending it back up. Trying to make sure that you don't let your hips go really, like you're not sitting back or anything like that. So you're lowering down, trying to keep them in line, and then pressing back up. And you should feel this so much in your triceps. It's kind of crazy. Almost there. You got 3 and 2 and time. All right, good job. So did that feel awesome? Of course it did. So next thing you're gonna do is more stabilization. This time it's gonna be in your shoulders, but you're still gonna do triceps and your hips as well. So you're gonna get like, if you were in elementary school, remember how you did crab walks? So essentially very similar to that. So you're going to lift, you're gonna position yourself. I want your hands, so your fingertips facing your body and your shoulders are back. You're gonna lift your hips up and you're gonna dip down first, you wanna think about squeezing your elbows together. So you're gonna still work those triceps. So you're kind of doing a tricep dip, if you will. Then you're gonna lift up and you're gonna reach opposite arm to shin, foot, knee, wherever you can get. And if you can't do either and you just need to raise one leg, that's fine too. So this is working, again, that stabilization in your hips and your shoulders. So we've got 30 seconds right here, and we're gonna alternate going side to side. So you dip, reach, okay? So here we go, plant those feet, shoulders back, palms facing in, lift those hips up, and begin. So dip, up, reach, down, dip, up, reach, down. And you can kind of go at your own pace. Again, this does not have to be a fast movement. About that core engagement, about working those right muscles and trying not to fall as you go. A few more seconds. And 3, 2, and 1. All right. So your triceps should be feeling it right now. So catch your breath for a minute. We're gonna do both those things one more time, and then you're done. Awesome, right? All right, so get some water if you need it. And we're gonna get on all fours. Here we go. 30 seconds on the clock. So we're gonna go right from one thing to the other. You got it in you, I promise. All right, so 3, 2, and drop it down. Come back up. Try to keep everything nice and in line. Down. Good. Just breathe. Don't arch that neck either. Think about what you're doing. Think about what you're working right here. My hips just went back a little bit, and it's okay if they do. Just try to keep them as much over your knees as you can, because that's gonna make your triceps work that much harder. And you got 3, 2, and 1. All right, so flipping it on around, we got one more thing to do, and then we're done. We go 30 seconds in 3 and 2, and lift those hips up, drop it down, come up, reach, dip, up, reach. Remember, think about keeping your elbows close together. Just go through the movement and focus. Good job, you're almost there. A few more seconds. 3, 2, and time. All right, good work, y'all. Awesome job today. I hope that you enjoyed that workout. Just remember, just stay focused on what you're doing in the movement. All right, you'll get to where you want to be if you just keep at it. All right, y'all, once again, I'm Candace with Candace C Fitness, and I hope you enjoyed today's workout. Please share it with anybody who might find benefit from it, and be sure to check out the links below for some freebies, and I will catch you next time.